straps while he's checking whatever he needs to check.
Checking release, checking toe release, making sure it's routed correctly. It'll actually release when I want to. It does.
Make sure all the safeties are off. We generally put bungees here while we're moving the glider into position. Get those removed. Make sure the safety on the nose is removed. And he's...
Sustained climb was about 800 foot a minute. And I'm hoping for about the same time this time, except hopefully we won't pay out quite as much line because we had a lot of line paid out last time.
Pressure here. It's air operated, so you'll see it'll jump around a little bit. And we've got, we start out the tow between 75 and 100 pounds, so we try to keep it in that range until it gets a couple hundred feet off the trailer, and then we boost it up to 150, and then at the end of the tow we take it up to 200, and then we stop the vehicle and we continue the pressure as long as we can, and he'll release at that point. We got our mirror here so I can see him at all times, and we got airspeed indicator over here with a string so I can tell whether the wind takes a weird direction turn, and I can get him to release down here. Okay, then down here we got a rewind switch down here, our pressure for our hydraulics, and I'll set that right now. We start out with 28 pounds of pressure, and then we start out there and we'll boost it. We'll end up with about 75 to 80 pounds of hydraulic pressure, which is quite surprising, but that's what we finish out with. And then I release and flip the rewind, and it starts to rewind. So the camera didn't catch you the first time. Okay, now we're going to pull up here, and you see over here on the side that we got a tree line, so we're going to get past here so we can check the wind again right before we start the tow. It looks like we got a little bit more wind than the first time, but that should be fine. We'll roll up here, and it looks like it's barely coming up. We got about 10 again, and you can see that here. See if we can get you a shot of that. You can see it bobbling, and it'll bobble up to 10 every once in a while on the gust. You can see the string with the ball on the end is doing its job, so we should be good to go. We're not buckled in because we got to be able to get out and get him if anything happens. We got to be able to cut the tow line, so that's why we're not buckled up for any safety reasons. But 28 pounds of pressure on the tow line on the hydraulic, and we read 0 right now because he's not paying out any line. And we'll ask him if he's ready to go. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go to cruise.
Okay. And we got our walkie-talkie so we can communicate. See, and now we're about right at, well, it'll drop below 50 every once in a while, but we'll try to keep it right about 70 for a little while here. And then we'll start boosting it up here to get above 100. And we got about 65 pounds of hydraulic pressure. We're driving about 25 miles an hour, and our airspeed indicator is about 35 miles an hour. And I don't know what he's climbing at. We can ask him that right now. Hey, how fast are you climbing?
Climbing at 600 foot a minute.
He's climbing at 600 foot a minute. So we'll try speeding up just here, just a little bit. Get us about to tow line pressure here, about 35 again. And we'll boost the pressure up just a little further. So we put...
Just a bit faster.
See, now we're pulling about, you can see about 200, between 150 and 200. And he looks like he's doing good up there. I can see him in the mirror the whole time. So it looks good. We're going to slow down a little bit again. Repeat that.
Just the full tow pressure, please.
Now we're going to increase because this is getting close to our end of our tow. We're going to slow down and increase our speed.
200 feet right now, you better start increasing.
See, now we're gonna increase our pressure. I got about 100 hydraulic pressure right now. We're holding 200 pounds of pressure on the line. We're driving about 25 miles an hour, airspeed indicated. We're only going about 15 miles an hour. We're going to hold it right there at about 200 with the speed of the truck. And we're driving about 15 indicated now, 10 on the ground. And we'll see what he's doing up ahead here. Hey, how fast are you climbing right now? Couldn't hear you.
1,500 feet.
Per minute? 1,500 feet per minute right now. We're getting a little drastic on the pressure here, so I got to drop a little off here. We're basically stopped in the truck. Come on, come down. We've got a little wind, so it's got to be high level wind that's holding him up, pulling pressure, that's keeping us panning out line. And I don't know if you can see right here, but this little speck up there is him way up in the mirror. See, I can see him at all times, which is very important. Hey, I'm out. And then we release the hydraulic pressure, then we turn on the rewind. Now we're going to run out and put something on the fence so we don't wreck our tool line. Well, you see here we hook onto the A-frame here, so he can't go anywhere when we're going back to the start point. So we just bungee him up tight. Make sure he's not going to go anywhere. Generally wrap the bungee back up on itself here so it can't go anywhere.
And then I just lean down in the harness and I put plenty of weight on the bird, so pretty much sits tight.
Okay, what we're doing here is we're getting back into position. We're back downwind. We're going back downwind here, and we got this tree line, of course, again. So we're just moving along real slow. We're watching our airspeed, so we're keeping it well under his flight speed. Hang on here, he's talking. Hey, we're going to unsafety it here, so.
I'm just taking safeties off, getting ready for the next tow. I got my tow bridle already hooked up and checked. Yeah, screw them, we'll leave them right where they're at. They won't go anywhere.
Let's do another release check here quick.
Ready?
Yep. Okay. I can't pull it when you're leaning back.
Well, I was partially ready to go, man.
I know. Okay. Now it's safetied again. Letting him get back in his... Then the safety comes off. We clip the safety hook down here against these ones so we don't have to worry about it hitting or grabbing anything while he's going for the release. And we make sure there's nothing here that's going to fly back or fly up and hit him. Okay, we're going to do again just like we did before. We're going to pull up beyond these trees so we can check the wind and the width and the speed indicator. And looks like we're bouncing around 10 miles an hour again, just like we were before when we're moving forward, so we should just have... And he's getting eager. So check the pressure here quick. We got 28 pounds here and everything looks good. This is down and locked. Start, rewind, set. You ready to go? Here we go again.